supporters. Nobody's got anything important to say. How about runner activities? So we can take a nap, okay. What does the washing machine do? It's Nurse's homemade washing machine. Washing clothes can sometimes cleanse the mind too. Increasing max MP.
Understood.
Okay, well that's kind of interesting.
Come on.
Cleaning tool. This weird tool is actually a cleaning igniter that Neuros modified to create wind that collects dust. Pretty nifty. I know it's hard, but all the lifting and bending over sure to strengthen your legs, yeah? My max HP will increase. Okay. Bag of cotton. It's like a bean bag. Interesting. So you can raise MP or HP down here. Aha, we can read the bookshelf. Let's try using the toilet. I did see that there was a thing about the toilet. It doesn't take time, so...
Right.
I feel refreshed after spending some time in the bathroom. Ah. Using the Gauntlet Runner cooking table to keep weapons and food from allies, provide positive effects. Need ingredients. After you made every dish, you may learn how to make the ultimate culinary masterpiece. Okay, we got a bunch of ingredients. Whose handwriting is that? There are notes about potential recipes. Red grass roasted beetle, curative coney stew, holistic whitefish, critical meatballs, steadfast stew, precision fermented ribs, and stale black bread. Want to make something? If so, we should try to have everyone teach us their culinary speciality. Not right now. I'm most curious about reading, I think. New World Travel Diary of Pride and Persuasion. New World Travel Diary? A fictional chronicle of a boy's journey of flights to a place called the New World. I haven't started reading it yet. Seems like a book that'll really expand the mind. Want to read it together over by the window? Imagination. Not right now. What was the other one? Pride and Persuasion. Book outlines useful conversational techniques for convincing others. I haven't started it yet. Neuros probably left this here, huh? Let's take this over the window if you want to read it together. More eloquence. I was working on my eloquence before, so let's do that.
What's that?
Apparently, this book teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. This section is part of the basics. First impressions are vital when it comes to negotiations. Okay, I guess that's true enough. Lower the other person's guard by assuming a natural smile and humble demeanor. Then use flattery to probe for weak points.
What are you talking about?
Probe for weak points? Why? To gain the upper hand.
Sure.
No kidding.
Oh, I see. It feels a bit underhanded, but I guess if you need things to go your way, that's how it has to be. I feel like paying close attention to the art persuasion has increased my eloquence.
Alright.
Ooh, 4 tokens. Not quite enough for a level, but it's alright. I'm surprised. I guess a bit of force can go a long way in helping negotiations go smoothly. There's still more left to read in this book. I'll pick up from here next time.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land.
And then I guess we get a night
Within
activity
the
as well.
stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Okay, cool. Well, that's cool that we still get activities even when we're traveling. And they're slightly different too, which is nice. So I guess we actually get to meet Neuros. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart Gauntlet Runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. While at the encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the Gauntlet Runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about your journey with the allies. Give it a try. Our first time camping in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm kind of excited. But it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone? Oh. Supporters. No supporter stuff.
That's
Alright,
right.
so Stroll seemed kind of bored. Why don't you see what's going on with him? What does Neuros have to say for himself?
Your thoughts?
Oh, how was that ride, eh? Smooth as butter. Luxurious as a palace? Awe-inspiring? Tear-jerking? Absolutely. This run is such a guilty pleasure. Though credit where it's due, my tinkering certainly helped make her what she is. Though full disclosure, that's all thanks to the little mechanism I whipped together that keeps her legs from sinking into the dunes. Wouldn't have to worry about the terrain, she could just fly, but that's a story for another day. Off you go, better get your 40 wings. Okay, so this goes up to the deck.
Look at that.
Can I read? Oh, I can keep reading, okay.
Well met.
Ah, well met. I don't suppose you're overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to travelling, but I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Hulkenberg, maybe I can hone my imagination, so spend time talking with Hulkenberg. I don't know.
Be well.
Ah, well, come visit me again when you're free time. I want to finish reading that book, if possible. We take a bath? No, that's right, there's no water. Yeah, let's read the book.
What's that?
Apparently this book teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. The next part reviews some basics. Even if you make a flawless first impression, as the discussion progresses, the other person may erect an emotional wall and start giving you the cold shoulder. No matter what you say, they'll remain unreceptive. In these situations, issue a challenge. You must shock their senses to break down their walls. Shock their senses? How would you go about doing that? Stare them down.
Look at that.
Sure.
I'm sure that would come as a shock to some people, but most would probably just assume you're glaring. I slightly increased my eloquence.
All right.
Oh, did I make a mistake there? Maybe I did. Getting someone's agreement doesn't seem like it would be too complex, but there's actually a lot to consider. Maybe you need to pick the right choice. There's more to read. Damn, it's a long book.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I'm surprised we haven't
Good morning.
gotten a bond with Nuris yet. Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust the sleeping quarters more than exceeded your expectations, eh?
True.
They were better than I'd feared, considering how timely they are, but I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number in this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl. Nary a grain of sand could fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these added dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast. But just keep an eye on the road, okay, Nuris? We'll arrive in Materia in 2 days, huh? I've got it. Having confronted myself in peace, I've seen the truth of the world. Luck increased by 1, that's so good.
This is...
Onko sugar and briny salt. Nice. Let's keep reading this book. Hey Maya, how are you?
What's that?
Apparently, this book teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. The next part puts things into practice. Even if you follow the techniques explained so far to the letter, some people will refuse to budge. Fancy words and calculated suggestions backfire on those types because they're guided by emotion rather than logic.
All right.
For them, the most effective thing to do is... Now, what do you think it is? Plead with them, treat them coldly, or yell at them. Ugh. I mean, if they're people driven by emotion, I think pleading with them might work.
Look at that.
Amazing.
That's exactly right. It says to keep saying please until you wear their patience down. I guess it boils down to brute force in the end. I feel like paying close attention to the art of persuasion has increased my eloquence.
Now
Nice.
then.
Found they have a use for your points. Hey, I got level 2 eloquence. Nice.
Eloquence.
Tis one of the Eloquence, 'tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. Thou aspire to true sovereignty. Build thyself with words from the heart to win the trust of the common folk.
That's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. You retained VIP. Alright. I'll do it after the stream. Yes. If that's what you want to spend your points on, that's what you can do. I'll do it after the stream. Just send me a message to remind me if I forget. Still, persuading everyone is a monumental task, which makes sense. Everyone has their own values and way of thinking after all. With that, I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened.
Alright.
Oh, we get bonus points because we finished the book. Nice. Cool.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Ahoy! Break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there. You have another
Coming now
200k
into
points on
view
my
is the
gang.
Tree of Prophecy,
Ooh.
a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Here we are. Shall we get a closer look? Wow.
Wow.
Oh wow, it's so pretty.
That's...
It's not just the leaves, it's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I am sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. If your hypothesis... sorry. Hey, Asher, how are you? If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Nurse pulled out a sheet of paper and a brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow, Nurse, how did you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it, I'm finished. Take it as a keepsake. Wasn't this for research?
But...
All the pertinent information I need has been etched into my very mind. I can make do without the sketch itself. There we go, we got a drawing. I received Neurus's research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been here.
Hey there.
Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey, and we could tell her a story about this place. Next time we're in Grand Trad, I should give this drawing to Maria. That sounds nice. Huh, a magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely. Gallica is the most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which has given me great insight into my very own research for flight.
Huh?
What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
Turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. We took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing that rare sight has broadened my wisdom.
Alright.
Ooh. Nice.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Nice. Nighttime. Ooh, what's that? We'll be martyred the day after tomorrow. I wonder what kind of place Materia is. What's this? There are insects gathering by the campfire. Oh, apparently you can eat these bugs. Well, according to Hulkenberg, anyway. I should try and catch one. A Lumby bee. I caught one of the bugs gathered by the campfire. When it's my turn to cook, I should use it as an ingredient. Oh, we can get imagination from these guys. I could work on my imagination. That could be alright, actually. Let's see what else there is to do.
Got it.
So what exactly is this? It just shows us the map. Ah yes, this is just the world map. Okay.
let's see.
Where do you want to check? I don't really need to check anything. Do you have anything to say? Anything for supporters? No? Oh, maybe you can't work on supporters while you're on the runner. Maybe you can only do it when you're in town. That kind of makes sense. Should I read another book? Yeah, we may as well just start reading the next book. It'll expand my mind. The book gives me imagination, which is the same I'd get from talking to other people, so why not?
Actually?
To be honest with you, I've realized something. There are so many things in this world which, very simply, I don't understand. There are so many things I've learned since we started traveling together. Yeah, same here.
That's right.
You relate, huh? There's so much one needs to see firsthand to comprehend. Hey, Kaz. I know this time we're traveling for our mission, but if all goes well, I want to go on another journey where I'm free to do what I want. Maybe I'll write a book about it.
So then...
Sweet!
Good idea. Just make sure to include me as a co-author, alright? Of course, I want to contribute further to whatever you do in the future. I'll have to keep working hard. Well, can you think of anything else I can do to help me out? Just keep encouraging me.
Well then.
What?
That's all you want? Well, I can do that, no problem. That's what I'm good at. Hey ho, let's go. Hey hey, all the way. What do you think? Was that good? This conversation kind of went off in a unique direction, huh? Let's keep reading the book for a bit. It describes a new world. If a place other than this really exists, I'd like to visit someday. I feel like my imagination has expanded after conjuring up various ideas together with Gallico.
Alright.
Nice. There's still more to read in this book. I'll pick it up from next time. Nice.
Time marches on.
You received your hoodie?
and the
That's good.
age of a new king draws nearer.
That was pretty quick.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow! I missed all this green!
Why is it so bumpy? That'd be the change in terrain, lad.
See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
Uh-oh.
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
A cannonade!
Oh, we're getting attacked.
My star is
Oh,
rising!
no.
Ah! Sanctus will reign! Ah!
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
It doesn't seem like they're trying to land a fatal shot, just aiming. Just aiming to break the opposing side's Gauntlet Runner.
stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashing well out of the race.
So it is a clash to halt each other's advance. Damn fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
What's he doing there?
See, acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Guido's firepower.
He's basically just a commentator. Our plan hinges on winning Luis's favor. Can we afford to abandon Gladel if he's one of Luis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Ooh, do we help Gladel or see how it plays out? Alright, let's help out
Let's
Gladel.
give Gladel a hand here. Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
That's part of our plan, so...
Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. world's eyes on us?
Okay, then it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help! Withdraw, Gladel! Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't
Don't
get
need
into
to
it
main
now.
anymore, what do you mean?
That Gauntlet Runner. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time!
Oh, he's pissed.
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Oh, Ash was talking about domain expansion. Godot and his monks have boarded the deck. Oh shit. Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now. Oh. Alright.
You dare interfere in my fight! Know your place! Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Old Egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
Okay, so we have to just defeat the monks. Let's try electricity. Here is this
Now, I shall
electricity.
vanquish evil.
Night!
Fire? How's fire go? Resist it. Probably resist soul magic. Godot puts on a cocky smirk. Ouch.
Take this!
Only a flesh wound.
What could you hope to achieve?
This is nothing.
I won't lose.
He knows
Let's
he's
go.
attacking. He's toying with us.
Lightning!
Let's try magic on this guy. Ah, magic on him is better. Okay.
Disgrace the
I
sanctus
call
way.
upon royal power within.
Right on
Ooh,
time.
nice crit.
Nice one, Troll.
Not now. Join with me!
We'll team up.
And thus I end it!
Oh my goodness.
fight with pride.
That was a lot of damage.
Ice!
You hit their weakness.
Oh, he was weak to ice,
Your
okay.
opening, Captain.
Only a flesh wound.
What could you hope to achieve? Warrior!
Oops.
With blade in hand! Not now. Oh, power of heroes! Fight there!
I meant to use the synthesis there, that's alright.
Freeze!
You hit their weakness.
It's actually the first fight I've had the
Your
whole,
opening, Captain.
Let's do this! Something else. Are you prepared? I'll cut you down!
stream so far.
More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now! Feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh!
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Oh, he's actually acting now.
Is that all?
Take this! Damn it!
Oh, he's not really that much of a threat.
Come!
Okay, magic is definitely the way to go against this guy.
I'll show you the... I won't hold back!
You hit their weakness. That's your opening, Captain.
Unfortunately, he resists my physical attacks, yeah.
I stand ready. Oh, power of heroes!
Okay, monks are dead.
So, the faithful are broken before you. Yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
Bend the knee, and yield to the divine truth of sanctism.
No, we can't hurt him because of the rules, but...
Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ah, I think not, you rotter!
Oh,
What have you done to my Gauntlet Runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it.
he's
You'll
bold.
face your divine punishment soon enough.
Wow, so we actually got him to back off by threatening to just wreck his ride. It's like, shit, I can't
Finally,
afford
he
that.
took the hint. Hey, get down here.
Ah, he has that lady with him
What are you
that sung.
playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
I guess he lives to see another day.
I guess you survived this time.
Don't you talk down to me. You want to see what I'm really capable of?
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. But consider me chastened and shoed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
I love how that guy's just following
You
like the
surprised
whole
me
thing.
out there, love.
Oh my goodness,
You
look at
bested
Nearest.
Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Aye, but that's... oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore.
Oh my god.
I'd know the
Oh.
suspensions anywhere. You had
That's funny.
boys, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his
Oh,
info.
that's funny.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juna, the kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck? Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
Oh, that's Luis, right?
An airborne Gauntlet Runner. He's actually finished it.
It's huge compared to ours.
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladell got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'll tell the
I'm
truth.
just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne.
I suspect these options probably don't make terribly much of a difference.
One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a Gauntlet Runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
He's asking why I became a candidate. How should I respond? To help him?
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
There you go, that went pretty well, I think.
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces.
Hey,
All we
Harold.
have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
What happened? What do you mean what happened?